Hey guys, Matt here with an analysis of HUNDEGNI 2.6. This video was uploaded on Thanksgiving of 2018 and has cemented our thoughts that 3.5 came out on Halloween and as such is unlisted, just like every other 0.5 video. It also seemingly indicates that the 3.4 upload date, which was on HUNDEGNI's 3-year anniversary, was simply an oddity and not a complete shakeup to the established schedule. I'll go ahead and preface things by saying that we've yet to solve the code featured in this video, which many people have taken to calling the RGB ABC code, though some interesting ideas and findings have come out regardless. If we do solve this video in the future, I will make an update video regarding how it was pulled off. Starting with what we know for sure, this video, which features multiple rows of the alphabet, can be strung together to look like this. It features colors that we've seen in the past, such as red, blue, green, and yellow, and adds in cayenne. We've taken towards believing that the cayenne is meant to represent an unhighlighted letter, while all the other colors are actually special and worth taking note of. Before we go into some of the strange similarities this video has with others from the 2.x and 3.x series, I should also point out these white lines which appear around the background of the video. While initially thought to perhaps be fingerprints, we later stitched the lines together and ended up with roughly this shape. Looking closely, we find that these lines seem to form a face, looking in at the scene and smiling. We've debated how this effect was pulled off, be it completely created in editing or achieved through particular filters. Ultimately, we believe the latter option is the correct choice, as the movements appear far too smooth and natural to be made completely by scratch. It likely involves the use of multiple stacked filters, including but not limited to edge detection and black and white level manipulation. Immediately, this face reminds us of the Mangled channel banner, as well as the sparkling face that appeared in HUNDEGNI 2.7, also smiling and seemingly looking in at us. Comparisons don't end there though. As I've already stated, the color choice of this video is nothing new. We've seen similar colors in HUNDEGNI 3.3, though it used gray instead of cayenne for the unimportant elements. Interestingly, the lights featured in 2.9, when inverted, also featured the same hues. Furthermore, this layout of an array of letters stacked atop one another is nothing new. We saw the exact same thing in HUNDEGNI 2.6. Could this be a coincidence, or is it some sort of similarity we'll be seeing in future 0.6 videos as well? We're ultimately not sure. While the 2.x slope code was presumably solved by factoring in HUNDEGNI 3.2's time codes, some individuals on our server are still not entirely convinced. A final, once again possibly coincidental aspect of this video ties it to HUNDEGNI 3.4, which prominently featured the number 37. We've yet to find a solution to this roulette code, and now users have found that if you count up all the colored letters in 2.6, you get 34 green letters, 39 red letters, 35 yellow letters, and 41 blue letters. If you average those figures out, you'll end up with roughly, you guessed it, 37. So that's 5 whole videos we think could possibly be related to 3.6, which is just crazy to think about, honestly. Obviously, we doubt all of these are involved in solving the code. We figure it could just be 1 or 2 that need to be involved, though honestly there's always a chance that 3.6 can be solved entirely on its own. Though until we can come up with a good explanation or theory, none of these videos can be removed from the running just yet. Other ideas that have been suggested are using color filters or black and white filters to highlight certain letters, looking for words formed by certain colors, or skipping set amount of letters similar to how the 11-bit skip was performed in HUNDEGNI 2.6. Another facet of this video we've been confused by is the talking individuals heard at the video's start and end. They appear almost identical to the voices heard in 3.2, though their discussion this time is nearly impossible to make out. We've made some guesses as to what they're saying, but aside from the laughter heard at the very end, it's all just complete guesses. We have, however, listened closely to each of the voices and believe there are 4 people speaking, 2 guys and 2 girls. This was indicated since some of the voices tend to overlap each other, though this could also be due to the audio being placed atop itself, resulting in more people apparently speaking than there actually were originally. Perhaps more peculiar are the odd noises heard throughout the video, beginning with a repeating computerized tone of sorts, before suddenly changing as the midsection of the alphabet is highlighted, before then returning to the former noise. We have yet to come up with a solid theory as to what the computerized sounds are, though the tones heard throughout this middle portion are a slightly different story, as some have likened it to shortwave data transmission audio. We've all agreed that the sounds are incredibly similar, though no message has been found by running this audio through various programs. Additionally, a sonogram analysis of all the video's audio doesn't seem to indicate any hidden message being present either, as the frequency isn't very high. Some have theorized that the sound difference could just be for show, as it does change right around the time when the white figure's eye is highlighted. Others have speculated the audio is just there as a distraction to overlap the more important spoken parts, similar to how 2.1's odd clicking sounds obscured the music and audio hidden within it. Interestingly, Lucid, the alternate investigation group that had earlier tweeted for Mangled to stop uploading, has grown quiet on their Twitter account. We've speculated that they may have realized that reaching out to Mangled in this manner would not work, and have since switched to a more private means of communication. How successful they've been in decoding these recent 3.x videos is anyone's guess. And with that, I'll go ahead and wrap up this analysis video. Codes are becoming quite difficult in this third series, as Mangled seems to be creating more and more custom code ideas, but I'd like to thank the guys over on our Discord server for their continued support in trying to crack these messages as best they can. As always, the link to our server will be in the description below. Talk has also been circulating of a subreddit dedicated to the HUNDEGNI mystery also being constructed. The link to that subreddit can also be found in the description. Thanks again to everyone who's thrown their ideas, findings, and theories into the ring. And until next time, Matt out.